Hey there, I'm Aki, and these are 10 types of Sea of Thieves players. Let me know in the comments which of these you are after the video. Starting with the Noob. They don't know how the game works yet. Thankfully, I'm not in this category anymore, but I know a few people who are. Maybe it's cooking a pineapple, bucketing water back onto the ship instead of throwing it off the ship, falling in the water constantly, or using the Reaper flag. I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but you do know you show up on the map for the entire server like this, right? You can recognize this player by the lack of ship cosmetics, and not using the wind to their advantage. Or if you constantly see them fall in the water, of course. The Tall Tale Pirate does not like PvP. They want to go on voyages that show you the story of Sea of Thieves and try their best to avoid other players. If you do come across them, you'll probably recognize them as soon as you get a message saying, "I'm friendly, I'm just doing my tall tales." I like doing tall tales as well, and I appreciate it when people leave me alone, so when I come across one of these players, I usually just ignore them. The Reaper is basically the opposite of the Tall Tale Pirate. They're all about PvP, at least until they start losing. They sail with a Reaper emissary and try to attack other ships as much as possible. Talking them out of attacking you does not work. But if you do start winning the fight, they usually get scared and try to run. If they're a high level emissary already, they might even run before the fight starts. Reapers running from fights has actually become quite a meme in the Sea of Thieves community. The Wimp describes me perfectly. See a player ship? Instantly turn around. You get megged? Instantly sail for the next island. You get krakened? Curl up to a ball in the corner and cry. Okay, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but honestly, I get really scared of stuff. I remember that one time I got scared by an Animal Crossing horror movie. Yeah, like I said, Wimp. It's good to know that I'm not the only one though. To be fair, the Kraken can be quite scary with the water turning black and all. And the Red Sea is also terrifying. Like you could make a horror movie out of this stuff. The Addict is a category dedicated to a friend of mine. You see, she's absolutely crazy and plays this game for hours on end. Her longest session was 12 hours, which is absolutely insane. This player probably has 10 million gold at all times, or at least the Dark Adventurer ship set. And they tend to complete the season pass in a few days or so. And then there's me, who got around half the way through before the next season started. Maybe I should play this game more often. Open crew crewmates are people you find in open crew. Sadly, they're pretty uncoordinated, at least most of the time. Wait, are we supposed to bail? Or it's your fault alone that we sunk? Or just not communicating at all is something they usually do. If you have Sea of Thieves, I can highly recommend playing with someone you know, just not an open crew. Please don't do that to yourself. Scrooge McDuck saves up all of their money. If they could, they probably would love to build a money bin to store all their gold in. They really don't like spending money and are probably saving up for a single cosmetic they want. But once they get enough money, who knows if they'll actually buy it. I mean, having a number saying 50 million up there looks pretty cool, honestly. Animal lovers mostly play this game for the pets. Who's a good boy? Or, what do you mean raise the sails? Is probably something you'll hear a lot if you play with them. They have almost all pets and constantly hold them, or make them dance with music. To be honest, the pets are really cute and I kind of see myself in this category as well. I just do tend to not crash into rocks while looking at my pet. On that note, a special place goes to the sadist, who shoots other people's pets out of cannons. How dare you? My poor doggo. There's a special place on the ferry for you if you do this, and I will make sure you get there. Okay, that laugh sounded way more evil than I wanted it to be. The bard also loves playing music, but just not for pets. Whenever they're sailing, they're holding an instrument. Honestly, having a bard on board makes sailing a lot more fun. But you also have to be aware that they won't be there to help out most of the time. You see, bards have to finish the song. If they stop in the middle of it, it'd be really dissatisfying. So if you ask them to raise the sails while they're still in the middle of a song, you're screwed. Plus, they might ask you to join in, and if you don't, they'll get annoyed. To be fair though, the songs sound amazing if you have multiple people playing them. And last but not least, the tuckers hiding on your ship. They wear all black outfits and lie down inside your chests or loot so you don't see them when you walk past. Why? Well, because as soon as you leave your ship to sell, they'll get up and steal all of your loot. So make sure you always check for tuckers if you were near enemy ships before selling. Well, I just noticed that I had an entire different type of player, but completely forgot to include it in the script. So this is just me during editing going ahead and telling you, hey, there's also the pirate legend. Of course, how could I forget? These people have played the game for so long they are reputation 50 with all the different factions, at least the main ones, and get access to the pirate legend hideout and special Athena missions. Also, skeletons constantly spawn on them, so that kinda sucks. I'm not Pirate Legend yet, but my friend Wynog over here is. Also, can we talk about how the Pirate Legend hideout refused to open for us for some reason? Even though we're playing the right song and my friend is a Pirate Legend, it just wouldn't let us in for like 5 minutes. Rude! And those were 10 types of Sea of Thieves players. If there are any categories I didn't mention yet, let me know in the comments down below and I might make a second part. Huge shout out to my Aki Cod leaders on YouTube and Patreon. Blink, Saber, Fauna, Jeff the Sea Dragon, Just Archeo, Ripe Cucumber, Tony House and Wynog. Thank you so much for your support. I hope you enjoy special perks. But for now, thank you very much for watching and as always, I'll see you next time. Goodbye!